So I currently live with my brother, and he was nice enough to let me film him. To return the favor, since I'm such a great brother, I'm gonna make him drink some lemon juice. Just drink it.
Just drink it? Hey everyone, I'm Rahi Patel, your curiosity correspondent. And in this challenge, I want you to confuse your brain with illusions. This is an illusion I constructed called the Ames window illusion. For most people, it looks like the window is moving back and forth. Watch what happens when I put a pencil through it. It looks like the pencil is rotating through the window. In reality, the window is just a piece of paper that's continuously rotating, but your brain perceives it as moving back and forth. This illusion works because our brains use tricks to understand what we're perceiving. In most cases, these tricks help us quickly and appropriately sense the world. But in the case of illusions, our brains get fooled. The Ames window is an example of an optical illusion, and it happens because of this region in our brains. It's called the Visual Cortex, and it's responsible for processing all of the light that comes in through our eyes. We know this from thousands of experiments done by brain scientists, also known as neuroscientists. Neuroscientists have mapped what different parts of the human brain are responsible for. This area, called the Auditory Cortex, is responsible for processing the sounds you hear. And this part is involved in understanding language. These parts of your brain can be tricked too. Here's an example of an auditory illusion. What name do you hear?
Laurel.
Some people hear the name
Laurel!
and others hear
Yanni!
even though I'm playing the exact same sound.
Laurel.
Ask your friends what they hear. Here's an example of a language or word illusion. For this challenge, I want you to have some fun with illusions and learn about the brain at the same time. Search the internet for illusions of all kinds. Pick at least one from each category: optical, auditory, and language. Then present them to other people you know and see if you can trick their brains. While you're doing this challenge, learn about why the illusions work. For example, the reason you are still able to read these words is because your brain doesn't read each letter in the word. It reads the whole word at once. Finally, answer the following questions. I pointed out 3 regions of your brain to you, but what are the others? What are they responsible for? Are there more regions than the ones on this chart? This is the fusiform face area. It was discovered by MIT professor Nancy Kanwisher. It's a whole region in the brain dedicated only to recognizing faces. We have learned a lot about our brains through science, and there are so many things they can do that you wouldn't expect. I hope this challenge gets you a little more interested in how our brains work. Have fun, everyone. I got these things called miracle berries off the internet. They're made of this fruit found in Western Africa, and when you eat the fruit, it makes sour things taste really sweet. You can think of it as a kind of taste illusion. And so my brother and I are gonna take one of each and then try some lemon juice again. Moment of truth. Cheers. Pretty good.
Tastes like orange juice.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't have any problem drinking this.
Yeah. Alright, time to try hot sauce.